On today's episode of James and IT, we're going to look at the Windows terminal and how to make it beautiful with a cross-platform application called Oh My Posh. Let's get started. So as I mentioned on the outset of this video, we're going to be talking about an open source application called Oh My Posh. What it does is it allows us to make the Windows terminal, or any terminal because it's cross-platform, a really beautiful and powerful, and it's a fantastic experience. It gives you a lot more usability out of your terminal. To get started though, there's a few things that we need to do. Let's take a look. So here we're on our Windows dev environment desktop. First thing we need to do is we need to take a look at Oh My Posh. Now, there is a fantastic knowledge base article about Oh My Posh, and that's going to be linked down below in the description for you. But as you can see here, it walks you through how to set up your terminal to use Oh My Posh and be able to customize it. The first thing that we need to do though is we need to install what's called a nerd font. Now, nerd fonts are essentially a collection of fonts, as you could see here from the website. And that link will link you to nerd fonts. So everything you need is in that link I mentioned earlier. So with nerd fonts here, this is a collection of font packages. It has a bunch of icons, symbols, other things that are very handy. If we go into fonts downloads, you'll find that there's a ton of different ones available. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you want to install, just pick one. You have a nice example of what it looks like and what it's going to look like in your terminal. So just go through, pick one. My personal favorite is just the old Hack Nerd font. It's kind of like the de facto standard a lot used. I just think it's a nice, appealing font. I also like there's a Go version on here. If you're wanting one more like a Monospice Nerd font, or Monofur is also a nice, pleasing one. Look through these, pick one that you like, that you're going to be happy with, and try it out. And no one says you have to just try one. You can try as many as you want. That's the nice part about these, because they're all free to use to help you customize your terminal. So with that installed, which I've already got one installed here, and if you've never installed a font, it's pretty easy. All you do is you download the font package, so you just download this. Then what you do is you open up your fonts in the control panel here, and you literally drag and drop your fonts right in. So once you copy those font packages in, the fonts will be available across your entire system. Now that we have our nerd font installed, we can go ahead and get started with installing Oh My Posh and customizing our terminal. So you'll notice we're back here at our terminal. And what I want to do here is I'm actually going to have the guide up behind us. We'll walk through this together. And feel free to follow along on your own computer. Now we'll take this and we'll put this off to the side and put our terminal over here just to make it easy. So first thing you'll want to do is to install Oh My Posh. Now there's a couple different ways of doing this, and both ways get you to the same thing really. You can either install it through GitHub directly by using wingit install and using the name for Oh My Posh, or you can use the Windows Store to install it. Now, there's benefits to both. If you install it through the store, then the store can automatically keep it updated, whereas if you install through the GitHub, you're going to have to do a wingit upgrade or update in order to keep it up to date. So it doesn't really matter which way you want to go, but quite frankly, know that if you don't install it through the store, that's one that you'll need to manually update it as updates are made available. So in our instance, we're just going to go ahead and we'll install actually, let's install this version for fun. We'll just grab this. That's a nice part about having it side by side. We hit the copy and we can throw it right in, and we'll go ahead and get it installed. And what it's doing is it's going out to the GitHub and it's grabbing the files, and you'll see that it's installed. Perfect. Now, once we have this installed, what it says is we need to open up our profile, and we need to set up our profile in order to launch Oh My Posh when our terminal launches. So let's go ahead and copy this so we can open it up. Now we got the error, cannot find the path specified. Now because of this, we don't need this thing. Because of this, it even says, hey, if you get an error, just do this. Essentially, we need to create the path. And so we can just grab this, paste that in, new item, we're creating a file, and the path is going to be in the profile. I had to do a little bit of troubleshooting off camera. Let me explain what I did. So we were getting this error, and this could be very well because I'm in a dev environment instead of a standard Windows computer. But essentially, it would not open up the profile path, even though we have the path, right here, quite obviously. So what I did was I went into my documents and I essentially created this path. So I followed this under my documents, Windows PowerShell, right here, and then I created the PowerShell profile.ps1 file. So now, if we open up our notepad, you'll see where I've pasted this in. I wanted to make sure that it worked. Let's make this bigger so you can read it. And essentially what this is this is saying, okay, we want Oh My Posh to launch PowerShell with the following configuration. Now that is pulled right from here. So we're literally following the guide here on how to set up PowerShell. Now, if we open up a new instance, it's going to launch this. Now, what you'll notice here is it immediately flakes out. And that's because running scripts is disabled on this system. So we have this disabled. Even the how-to guide says, hey, this is expected. So what we can do is we can change our execution policy here to where it's unrestricted. Now you'll notice that we cannot do this without administrative access. So what we want to do is we want to open up our terminal in admin mode, set our execution policy. Now that we have that, we can close this out. Let's open up a new terminal session, and we'll see that now it grabbed it and it's running appropriately. So this is the theme that is by default. That's this paradox. Now, how do we change the themes? Well, that's all in the guide. So there is a ton of themes that we can use. Let's open up this up. And the nice part about it is a lot of these themes are via PowerShell commandlets as well. So if we type in this command, get posh themes, you'll see where it's going through all the different themes that are available now and examples. So essentially what it's doing, all this website is being spit out into your terminal. That's what it's doing when you're running get posh themes. So let's look at a few of these together. You can scroll down through these. Again, the link is in the description. Just go to the guide and you can jump right into here using the link in the KB article. But you can select which theme that you want to use. So let's pick one here. Why don't we, let's see. Let's pick a beautiful one. How about clean detailed? I like clean detailed. So clean detailed is this one right here. And what we need to do is we need to copy this path. Now that we've got this path, let's go back into our terminal. What we want to do is we want to update our profile. Bring this up. And you'll notice that we've got this paradox one that we've got installed. So we'll want to take this one that we have. We want to change it to clean detailed. We're going to copy and paste this in here. We're going to delete this out because we want to keep our script nice and clean. We'll go ahead and save this. It's going to be a pain. So we'll just copy this again. We'll close this out. We'll open with, and let's use VS Code. and then we'll save it. There we go. It probably wasn't saving because we had it open in multiple notepad windows. We'll open up our terminal, and now we have this new theme installed in all its glory. It's showing us our memory usage, how much is used, how long it took, our location, things like that. So by all means, take a look at this. You can customize your own prompt, make it usable and useful for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.